Are you doing the intro or am I doing the intro?
You know, we didn't talk about that during the pre-production meeting.
We didn't have a meeting. It was you and your wife arguing, so I started playing with my cat.
Listen. Oh, that's what you were doing?
Yeah, why do you think she kept running up on the screen and then running away?
Oh, I thought she was just being Luna.
No, she's playing with her toy.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Popcorn Buckets, the movie review podcast that you
No
didn't
one
know you
asked
needed.
for.
Is
No
that the
one
new?
wanted.
No one wanted it, but it's here anyways.
Yeah,
Have you tweeted that yet?
probably. I've tweeted a lot.
Got to tweet
I actually just tweeted about a recent Random Hour episode.
Ooh, dude. Oh, shout out to
Yo
shout out if
mama.
Bulma.
I said yo mama.
No, my mama ain't been on an episode yet.
Not from lack of trying.
Oh,
He's refused to answer my emails. Something about being too cool to be with my son.
On the
And
internet.
don't call him my son. It's another thing she also said.
Ouch.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Ouch, it burned my soul. But shout out. So, dude, check this out. So, Megan's friend Megan started listening to the Stefan episode. Shout out to our good friend Stefan, who his episode just came out this past Sunday on the Random Hour podcast, and Amazon was pushing it.
Yeah.
She says it pops up on one of the top search.
If I search it now, am I gonna find it?
She searched it, and the Amazon link popped up.
Hold on a second. It's loading. I was listening to it at work. Hannah's like, "Why do you keep laughing?" And I was like, "It's a really funny episode that we recorded."
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Her.
Oh, it's got 8 plays so far.
Oh, it does.
I'm sorry, 5 plays. I can't count.
Oh.
One of those is me. Hooray!
A new milestone.
Let's see. Oh, I do not look at the graph.
Don't. The
graph is just whoop.
Has it gone down this week?
Well, it started off with 5 plays on the 10th, and then the 11th 1, and then the 12th none. Zero.
Yeah, that always happens to us in our demographic. It just goes up and down, up and down.
Yep.
But anyways, shout out to
your wife's addiction to Christmas trees.
Yes, just like my wife's addiction to Christmas trees. They will disappear January 1st or December 26th.
The addiction or your wife?
Her addiction.
Okay. I just... Listen, it's okay if you kill somebody, but just... I'm friends with Megan, so I have to like emotionally brace myself, I guess.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Who am I gonna shit talk about you to?
Tommy?
Mom? Maybe. She'd probably be down for that, actually. I should email her again.
You go, my mom should talk with my ma'am. Hey, I know Devin's in jail, but that guy's just a piece of shit.
I mean, I have never seen somebody so ugly
in my life.
And I'm looking at him now.
Oh, with my receding hairline.
We should probably tell them what they're listening to.
No, you guys are listening to Popcorn Buckets, the movie review podcast you haven't asked for. All right, we've done 2 takes on the introduction today.
Could you hit the intro again?
You mean hit it again?
Yeah, just for a third time.
Oh, just third time is charm?
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to Popcorn Buckets.
Hold on, movie. Whoa. I'm getting some weird feedback. If you could take it for the fourth time.
You're fucking with me.
I would never.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Would you like to tell them what we watched today, though?
We watched one of the, and this was actually one of my food for thoughts. Um, we've actually watched a sci-fi favorite or not favorite, depending on who you ask. Alien
One of
versus.
us liked this movie. One of us did not. One of us is gonna like the next one, and the other one's not gonna like it so much.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
we're hitting all types of demographics.
Hooray! Um, but we did do the sci-fi classic, depending on who you ask. Alien versus Predator.
Hold on a second. 2004.
Yeah. Which I honestly thought those movies came out back to back. I didn't realize there was a 3 year time gap.
Are you talking about between Alien versus Predator 2004 or Alien versus Predator Requiem?
Requiem. How?
Actually, they both take place in 2004.
Yes, we'll talk about that in the next episode, which I kind of liked. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it makes sense now watching both of them.
Yeah.
But looking at the timeline without watching it, you're like, you sure about that?
You sound like that meme. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
I wasn't sure about that, and I was here.
And you were here.
Yeah.
Uh, just to give a quick synopsis of the movie, it talks about the predators coming to Earth. It turns out, and this is what I thought was pretty cool. This was my favorite part of the movie. It turns out that the aliens, for some weird reason, came to Earth thousands of years ago, and the Mayans used to keep them prisoner, and the predators would come down in this epic ceremony to prove that they were in the predator culture, like at this ultimate warrior, which I kind of like, and I have to give the movie credit for because you get to know the predator lore. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, sorry. I'm looking over my past notes to see if I have the Predator timeline, and I do.
Okay.
Um, so Prey takes place in 1719,
Mm-hmm.
Predator 1987, Predator 2 1990, Alien vs Predator 2004, Alien vs Predator Requiem 2004, Predator the 20th century. That is the legitimate time that I could find on um, the internet.
Oh, are you talking about the one that came out in 2010? I know we haven't tackled that one yet.
Predators.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Predators is 2018.
Yeah.
And if you want me to be more in depth, hold on a second. Alien Prometheus 2089, Alien Covenant 2104, about 100 years later from this movie.
Yep.
Alien 2122, Alien Romulus 2142, Aliens 2179, Alien 3 2179, Alien Resurrection 2381.
Hmm.
Yes.
Wow. Well, I'll say this. Um, one, that's a deep timeline, but two, I also feel like they've added to
Hold
the
on a second.
lore. Yep.
Before you go on, I feel like you're pointing out that is the Alien timeline, the Predator timeline, and where they intersect as well.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, all of that is one timeline, depending on the continuity.
Ooh, that's true.
Okay, you keep going. Sorry, I needed to throw that out there.
Oh no, you're good. I just like it because you get more background on them. Just like even and kind of in Prometheus, we got to learn a little bit more about the aliens, even in Covenant a little bit. I just feel like this movie, besides Prey, you get to know the Predator's origin, and it's like, okay, that makes sense why they know what Earth is because thousands of years ago, the Aztecs or Mayans, one of the two, used to, I can't remember, I'm sorry, used to worship them, and they used to use human sacrifices for the parasites, and they used to battle it out, which I liked it. But
Yeah.
the only thing I didn't understand, and we know this for predator logic, when a predator is defeated, and instead of they have that nuke on them, if the nuke goes off, and how's there any record of it? Or were they just saying, or did they never lose back in the day? You know what I mean?
Okay, you run into some issue where I get where they're coming from the nuke, because if they can't stop the aliens, they're going to ravish the Earth, take over. One thing I did not like,
Mm.
which doesn't, you're going to see why I don't like it. I don't like how they took an ancient civilization, rewrote it, and made it so that, oh yeah, the aliens were always, the predators were always there.
Yeah, see, that was
Yeah, but that's like uprooting a culture that was wiped out and just rewriting it, which I didn't care for,
right.
which I'll
See,
take some points off for.
okay. See, I had liked it, but it also kind of just makes sense in the long storm. But I was just scratching my head because, like you said, if they lose, excuse me, if they lose, right, then they nuke the whole
Hold on a
thing.
minute. What if they lose?
If they lose, they nuke.
If they lose?
I thought in the thing says that they have before, or were they just saying if they do lose, they're
Oh
nuking
no,
it?
you kept saying if they lose, so I kept the bit going with if they lose.
Oh, uh, I will say this: when I took
Yeah.
points off, I know. Sorry. I will say this. I liked it because you got an origin story, but you make a very valid point. But to me, it also answers, like, the first Predator movie, like, where did this guy come from? But which makes sense if they've already been coming to Earth for thousands of years. And that explains why they went to the Philippines in the first Predator. Because he could be training to fight the alien.
That was Mexico.
Oh, sorry, Mexico.
No, no, no. That does build on the last one. Uh, Devin, you froze. Yeah, I can see you, I can hear you, but you're frozen. Yeah. But no, that builds on Predator, um, 1980, because it does take place in Mexico. Mhm. Yeah. Um, this is. I don't think this is my favorite Predator movie. One is a classic. The first one, classic. Two, it's a thing. No, no, no. Why? You know, us recording this is making me realize that you skipped over Predator 2. No, because I've been waiting on you to watch movies. Not for them though, because Predator 2 comes out well before this. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to them for confusing them on the timeline. You know? Now they're confused. They're at home. They're crying. Devin, apologize to them. Somebody is sitting in the fetal position right now, rocking back and forth, yelling, "Future!" Oh, yeah. That's how. I think you're confusing the next one when they're in Antarctica. Hold on a second. Let's see. I think that's right. If it is, yeah, you're right. Maybe I didn't watch the second one. Hold on a second. Requiem? Is my timeline confused? Am I the one yelling future? Where does the second one take place then? I did not watch that movie. No. Yep. I guess not. Well, on the bright side, I like this movie something. I don't know why, but I thought the second one was um, when they're stuck in the Antarctica and they're doing this whole thing. I think I vaguely remember this. I may have fallen asleep watching the second one. Okay. Well, on the bright side, I bumped up the score. Listen, it's been a long month. Okay, I know it's only the 12th, but it's been a long month. Yeah. On the bright side, I do have notes now. You there? Oh, did you? Are you ready for the notes? I'm not gonna lie to you. You've been glitching in and out. Yeah. Anytime that we've recorded recently, I don't know what it is, but you've been like glitching, and I've been like fine. The interview with Cross the Line, I think The Wolfman 1941. Uh, you've been glitching. See, you're clear now, so I'm guessing that you're on two tracks, and I'm on one. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I was off screen, so looking at something, looking at my notes. You ready for my notes? The Hunter's Moon is a name given to a full moon that occurs in October because it marks the beginning of you good because it marks the beginning of the hunting season. Hunters would traditionally start collecting and dyeing grass. Uh, what are you doing? Okay, hunters would traditionally start collecting food and preparing for the winter time of the year. It's known as the travel moon after the harvest moon in autumn. The next full moon after the hunter's moon is the beaver moon. Yep. In 2004, Devin was a hoe. You would play with turtles. You like turtles. I was making a reference, but apparently you took it weird, and I don't want to know about your scaly persona. In 2004, the Predator mothership arrives on Earth's orbit to draw humans to an ancient Predator training ground. I am so sorry. Buveta, an island that is 1,000 miles north of Antarctica. Bouvet Island is an uninhabited island dependency of Norway. It is protected in nature reserve. It is a subarctic volcanic island situated in the South Atlantic Ocean. At the southern end of the Mid Atlantic Ridge, and its world's most remote island. The island has status as a nature reserve. I read that. Um, Most remote island. I think I just read the same sentence twice. Uh, Bovetta is located 54 degrees, 25 south, 3 degrees, 20 A, to the 2,500 kilometers southwest of South Africa, 1,600 kilometers of Gal Islands, and 17,000 kilometers north of the coast of Downing Maud Land. The island is not part of Antarctica, which is defined as the area of 60 degrees south. Uh, Nerosa alone supports up to 1,000 breeding individuals of Fregata tropica. Other than Nerosa, the major penguin colonies in Beretta are situated. I don't know if I'm going to say this right. Paso dos Gibrin, Cap Kirsirin, Norvija Odin, the opposite of Lersoa, a small rocky offshore island situated to the southwest of Bovia. Individually, invisibility would also not work in the snow very well. Yeah. No, never. Explain. I don't know if that would affect it. Um, it should be noted that the North Pole and South Pole are not actually situated at the ends of the Earth, like Antarctica and stuff like that. The magnetic poles of Earth change different points. I believe as recording this, they recently changed again. But no, that it's not like North and South Pole are situated in like Antarctica or the North Pole and stuff like that. So they do change and degrade. A good example of this is the Bermuda Triangle. Do you know what the Bermuda Triangle is? Do you know what it actually is? So the Bermuda Triangle or and the Dragon Sea are 2 points on the map where there's a triangle where electromagnetic electromagnetic, you know what I mean, uh, signals and interference occurs, it degrades compasses and stuff like that, and will create issues with technology. It's an area where there's like electromagnetic degradation um, in a certain area. So it's not actually, it just interferes with like compasses and stuff like that. Weird things are supposed to happen in it, but it's mainly just issues with a lot electromagnetic frequencies and stuff like that that affect equipment. It's a common trade route where it's situated, so of course there's going to be a lot of ships that go missing, but it's mainly just the electromagnetic frequencies and instrument interference that occur. Okay. Okay. My last note is points for world building. My last what? I'm not supporting you. I promised your mother I would not support your bad ideas. I'm sorry, I had a minor heart attack because your mic just turned off and then turned back on. Listen, I when we went to the Laughing Skull, as long as you don't get up there and talk about how you wish your superpower was shitting your pants on command, sure, buddy. I need the viewers at home to hear me. I went to support Devin at a comedy show. One guy, the guy after Devin, got up, talked about how if he could have a superpower, it would be to shit his pants on command. This isn't a joke. This is an actual thing that me and another buddy of Devin's witnessed. Yep. Uh, I think we all were equally as confused on what there was a chubby chaser. Um, there was a gay carny that talked about poofing. It was a time, maybe not a good time, but Devin was pretty good. Now I'm having technical interference. Yeah, I'll call them back in a minute. All right, Devin. Um, oh my gosh, I don't. Heads up, new recording track started due to changes in your devices. Well, okay. Yeah, my audio is a bit messed up now. Um, all right, Devin. I'm rating this a 6.5 out of 10. Yes. Well, hold on a second. I gotta fix this. Let's see. No, I got to put it in to our algorithm so to see what our combined score is and what also we're rating this as. Let's see. Let's see. Devin is a hoe. That's what it says right here, actually. Listen, why would Google Docs lie to me? Let's see. 16. Okay. Okay, okay. Oh, you're gonna enjoy what we rated this the same as. Blackula, My Friend Dahmer, Daredevil, Eternals, uh, Mr. Fantastic, or sorry, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Godzilla vs. Mecha Godzilla 2, and The Country Bears. Yep, yep, yep. Do you want to know something interesting? I was gonna bring this up. I decided against it. Do you know what else uh, in that list that I just gave you that also had the Mayan temples? And out of the list I gave you, yes. Okay, Devin, we need to wrap this up because everybody's blowing up my phone.